Okay, guys, you already know the drill. Bryce Buchanan with Buchanan Windows, currently killing the window game every single day. Guys, in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to identify something pretty predominant in the window cleaning industry, and that is how to identify a bucket bob. So if you guys don't know, bucket for professional window cleaners, it's a big irritant when we see bucket bobs out there just cleaning windows. They take business away from small business owners. They take away from corporations, franchises, everybody. No one wins with a bucket bob. And in all honesty, I don't feel bad when I introduce myself to the company they're cleaning and I say, hey, I'm licensed, bonded, and insured. I have a legit company. I have to charge you a little more, but I'll give you a better clean. I don't feel bad because, and I take a competition away or their client away. And it doesn't happen all the time, but I don't feel bad because they are taking business away from us that did it right. We're paying for the LLC. We paid for business insurance. We paid for professional tools. We paid for experience. We might have paid for experience, right? Some of us have worked for Fish, or some of us have worked for a corporation. We were spending thousands of dollars. I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on my business. They come out, buy stuff from Home Depot, and clean for $10. So, yeah, I'm going to teach you how to identify a bucket bob. And if you see this video good or helpful, let me know down in the comments. Guys, the very first identifying source that you are dealing with a bucket bob, you see them far away. They have cut. You're stealing. They are actively trying to steal your competition. And by the way, I do have bucket bobs undercut me a lot, so that's also why I don't really care about them. Number one is going to be they wear no uniform. Now, this is very controversial because I actually do not wear a uniform, but I am licensed, bonded, and insured with a legit company. This is one of many factors, but the first sign is they are just in a t-shirt, maybe a muscle shirt or a tank top or just some shorts, pants, whatever, and they're just cleaning the glass. That's the first sign. Number two is going to be no work vehicle. So guys, I dropped like $20,000 on a brand new truck like years ago, and I got some like magnets, some stickers and stuff for window cleaning, and yeah, and so if you see them rolling up in a car or nothing at all, with not even a remote sign on their vehicle, sometimes they just walk, right? Then that's the sign you are dealing with a bucket bob. Number three is going to be, they usually, because like, yes, we as window cleaners always bring around a bucket, and so we sometimes feel like hypocrites when we say bucket bob, but that's not really what we mean. When we say bucket bob, a lot of the time they're just carrying around a circular white bucket from Home Depot or wherever, and that's usually the bucket they clean out of. They don't spend $30-40 on a new good bucket from Window Cleaning Resource or Amazon or just wherever. They want the cheap of the cheap so they can just keep making their money. So the third sign is going to be they usually will carry a bucket in the form of a circle, not like an expensive one. Guys, the fourth thing that you can do to identify a bucket bob is to basically see what they're charging, right? Go to their go to the place they're cleaning, say, hey, how much are they charging? Usually they'll say 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks. And seriously, that's how much they charge. It's unfortunate. I know a lot of professional window cleaners do charge cheap. We try, and I can't speak for everybody, obviously, but there are circumstances, like, for example, I charge a minimum fee of $30 for a storefront, but if I have if I have, what is it called? If I already have places in the like plaza or whatever, I'll charge them $25. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of a discount. But yeah, so they'll come up and undercut me and like, yeah, hey, I'll charge $10. Let's do this. And a lot of company or customers, like clients that you will clean, don't really know the difference between professional and a bucket bob. They just think window cleaning is window cleaning. And although it kind of is, there's a lot of factors that kind of go into being a professional versus a conventional person. So that is the fourth sign. They charge extremely low in price. And the fifth thing, and guys, every time I see a window cleaner out, I always say, hey, how's it going? What's your name? What's your company, etc. just to introduce myself, I tried to make amends and try to, make peace with basically everybody, man. I try to befriend all my fellow window cleaners, or at least the window cleaners that do it properly. But yeah, and so whenever I ask hey, is this your company? They're like, oh no, I do this on the side. They don't have a legit company. They're just doing it just to do it, and that's what's called a bucket bob. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. I wanted to help you guys out by identifying a bucket bob in this video. They are super tedious, super rocky. I don't like them. And so this video is very evident of that. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down in the comments. With that being said, Buchanan Windows out.